What's up, bro? It's Vance again. I am going to get a haircut. Look at this mop. Man. These guys that can cut hair, like I said, they're OCNs. Most of them are from India. Whenever I talk to these guys, they say they're from India. So, I'm about to go get the hookup. I'll show y'all what it looks like after I'm done. Let's go. Check it out, bro. He just hooked me up. Looks a lot better when it's gelled, I promise. I just left the dining facility. I had some grilled chicken, and I had an epiphany on the way there. Actually, I was thinking, man, what if I made a grilled chicken salad? So that's what I did. I made a grilled chicken salad with some spinach leaves, tomatoes, and some raspberry vinaigrette dressing. It was really good, pretty good. Probably best thing I've eaten in a while from the DFAC. I picked up some more chickpeas. I realized my last video I was saying chickpeas. I picked up some more chickpeas. I like them for the protein. Here in a minute, I'm gonna have to go to the education center and tell them that I can't take the AFOQT. Whenever I first got here, I signed up for the AFOQT. That's the Air Force Officer Qualifying Test. And I was gonna try to go officer. I'm almost done with my bachelor's degree. I have 2 classes left and I'll be done. Put them on hold while I was on the deployment just because too many complications. So I was gonna try to go officer, but being here has made me realize that the Air Force has always been and will always be a stepping stone for me. I never had the intentions to make it a career. Whenever I first met with the recruiter, I told him I want to do 4 and then I'm done. I ended up doing 6, changed my contract to 6 while I was at MIPS. Holy cow, it looks like I have an umbrella on my head. I ended up changing it to 6, and I got what I wanted out of it, but it's time for me to go. My contract will be up February of 2022, so I have roughly over 12 more months. What is that, 14 more months, and then I'm out. So I'm going to go back over to the education center, tell them that I don't want to take the AFOQT. That's not my only reason, though. We had a shift change, and so now I can't get over there on Friday. They only do it on Fridays, 8 o'clock in the morning, so I can't get over there tomorrow to take it. Boom. Check it out. See? Couldn't have y'all making fun of my hair. Then I couldn't be calling out my man, trying to get y'all the hookup over here in Salim, Kuwait. And then y'all be like, man, this hair looks like trash. I ain't going over there to get my hair cut. Nah, they do really good. Not bad for $10, I guess. Looks a lot better gelled, though. Plus, I couldn't be going and canceling the AFOQT and going over there scaring people, looking all types of crazy. Even though I went to the DFAC like that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah, la, 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 la. Yeah, sometimes I wonder why you keep talking like you don't give a fuck about me. You've got a piece of me, and honestly, my life wouldn't be the same without you. And babe, we're not just friends, are we? More than friends, we just have a hand on you. You think I'm stone cold, tripping, man, I'm sick of being teased. I just want below, yeah. Don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, don't lie to me, don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, no. She moves like a dancing queen, she's attending for wings, and all this under my eyes. Please, babe, don't make that move with your eyes. Shut the past is past, but my love still goes on your way.
I got a trick for y'all who are in the military. If you're uniforms are fading out fast, just don't throw them in the dryer. Hang them to dry. Colors last a lot longer. About to knock out this leg day. Got my pre-workout and my creatine. Let's get them gains. Alright, leg day's done. Had to call it a little short. I missed one rep on my calves because we gotta go train with security forces for a little bit today before we go over to Cargo City, before we eat lunch. So I'm gonna go knock out this training with security forces, and then I'll be back with y'all. That security forces training we had the other day wasn't actually training. We just had to go pick up our vest because we have an exercise coming up. We got an augmentee for security forces. I'm in Kuwait doing FP duty, force protection duty, and I'll show you what we do later on today. But that's another reason why I can't make a career out of the military. I don't really want to make a career out of the military. It seems like there's always stuff like that coming up. Like, we're in a deployed location. Why can't we just do our jobs? Instead, they have us doing exercises. I'm gonna be working a 12-hour shift, running around, playing security forces, playing Army. They're gonna toss me M4 with some magazines and real world situation. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic in so many different ways, but I'll embrace it. I mean, that's what the Air Force asked of me, so I'll do it. I'll do whatever I gotta do for the next 14 months. Welcome to Force Protection in the Air Force. I'll give you all a little rundown on what I'm about to do. We just got a phone call from Trash. These guys, these OCNs, other country nationalists, they are contract workers, so they come on the base and they actually do odd and end jobs. It's pretty cool that the U.S. government provides to the world economically like this. So I'm going to go pick these guys up. We're going to go around base. They're going to pick up the trash around base, and then I'll release them. They'll be on their own. But that's what Force Protection does. Let me vent for a minute. The gym is going to be closed for the next 24 hours because of an exercise. That's another reason why I can't do the military, man. So if you're thinking about joining, don't let me discourage you from joining. It's just not for me. So the way I like to see the Air Force or the military in general is it's like a union. And if you're working for a union or you ever worked for a union, you're gonna know where I'm coming from here. But everybody gets paid the same for the same amount of work. Of course, that's solely dependent on how long you've been in the military and what your grade is, or your rank, so to say. But you have to write, it's called EPR, Enlisted Promotion Report, and you have to write what you did that year to fight for a promotion. That's something I'm not used to. I'm used to the civilian world. So the Air Force is the 11th organization that I have worked for in my lifetime, and I've never worked for a union or any kind of organization like this. I'm so used to my bosses coming up to me and saying, "Vance, we're noticing you've been working hard, so here's your raise," or "here's your promotion." And that's how I like living life. I like living life based on my work ethic and, of course, my education. I don't really like having to write down what I did just let me work. I can show you what I've done by just putting in my work. But like I said, the military isn't all bad. I don't mind it. The number one thing that I think I got out of the military that I'm grateful for is self-discipline. I remember before I joined the military, I was a store manager, so I was only accountable for myself and of course my employees. And we had to open our store, or I had to open the store at 10 o'clock in the morning. I remember waking up at 9 o'clock thinking it was early, and I was still struggling to get there on time to open the store. Sometimes I was late, sometimes my employees were calling me, hey, Vance, where you at? So I'm really grateful for the self-discipline that it's given me. My entire 4 years and 9 months in the military, and I have never been late to work. I have never missed work. So that's definitely one thing that I'm grateful for. But if you're thinking about joining the Air Force, just remember, you're going to hear this a lot. You're going to hear playing the game. You have to play the game, and that's no joke. The Air Force really is a game that you have to play. It's really just like a respect thing. You always keep your respect. It's kind of like being political. It doesn't matter if you're enlisted or if you're an officer. I know a lot of people would say, oh, I don't want to go officer because it's too political. But honestly, I've experienced a lot of political stuff being enlisted too. It's just about whose rear you can kiss to make promotion. I'm trying to find the helicopter, but I can't find it back there. Let's see if I can get it for y'all. There it is right there. America. I'm really glad that I joined. I think I would regretted not joining because then I wouldn't have known what it was like. I always wanted to join the military, whether it be the Air Force or any other branch. I've talked to numerous branches in the past and I never did follow through with it. Number one reason why I joined was for education. I had a year under my belt in college, and I decided that the company I was working for wasn't going to pay me what I wanted to make. So I was thinking, hey, if I get my degree, then I can go make a lot more money than what I am now. And I actually didn't know that the military would pay for your college until I had a guy come out and say, hey, man, you know, the military pay for your school, right? And I said, no, I had no idea. So called the Air Force recruiter. He came to my house. Next thing I know, I'm joining, signing up. 4 months later, I was shipping to Lackland Air Force Base. I'm about to sign out, go get something to eat. But before I go grab something to eat, I want to give you one word of advice. Well, maybe not one word, but I want to give you some advice. If you plan on joining the military, make sure you sign a contract for the job that you want. Do not come in open. Your recruiter's probably going to try to sell you an open contract because he's got tons of them sitting at his desk, but don't do it. My best advice to you would be to be patient. Wait on that job that you want before you join, and consider only doing 4 years. I did 6. Not that I regret it, like I said, but if I'd only done 4, I'd have been out 6 months ago, and I'd be happy with that decision. With that being said, I'm out of here. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on your notifications because every Sunday I'm going to be dropping a new video. Peace.